Hi everybody, welcome to your love reading for February. Taking a look at readings by sign. Let's see who's next. We have Leo. Okay, welcome Leo. Make sure you check out your Venus sign to get a more accurate reading if you'd like. If you're checking by sun, moon, or rising, the Venus might be where it's at for love reading specifically. So we're going to take a look at Leo's love forecast for February for this Valentine's Day. Whatever it is that you celebrate. It just happens to be the month of love, yes? Leo. One more. Okay. Let's find out. Underneath the deck, the mountain. Okay. The 8 of clubs. The 8 of wands. So yeah, it could be security, stability, or it could be obstacles. Let's see. Or you could be moving to the mountains with somebody. This person could move mountains for you. There's a buck down there in the picture. Nice masculine animal. A lot of earth elements, security, strength. Let's take a look here. Ooh, the book. So they might be bookworms or nerds or, intellectual people. They have a wealth of knowledge too. So the 10 of coins, though, is 10 of diamonds showing up here. That's definitely generations of wisdom and wealth. And so things that have been passed down from generation to generation, either, oral tradition or written, but their family is very important to them. Let's find out. Okay, the key, number 33, the 8 of diamonds, 8 of coins. All right. Then we have the snake, the Queen of Wands. The anchor, 9 of swords. Ooh. And then we have the 10 of swords, the airship. Okay, well, let's start with the not so good part. It looks like, again, maybe this person or you have maybe isolated yourself from relationships because of recent deception, with the snake being there, toxic partnerships that either weighed you down, kept you from accelerating or raising your vibration, your energy, moving on to your true path. They may have disguised themselves as a security blanket, but really that was a weighted blanket that was keeping you pinned. So this could be, again, securing the heart. I know it's a rose in there, but I always see it as a heart because keys can secure things or they can open things. So I would say if you come across this individual, I would proceed with caution, as because they're going to be very suspicious of any emotional offers right off the bat. And like this book here, it looks like the key could unlock the book too. So I'd say that your intellect or their intellect is going to be key to collecting. You may not to connecting. You may not even have a passionate emotional meeting. It might just be based on studies or common interests. You could be learning about the same information, whether it be for work or just as a hobby, your own research and studies. Languages too. Could be studying different languages for travel that you could both enjoy. But let's see what the astrology can tell us. So I feel now more in the context of the rest of these cards, the mountain is definitely like an obstacle. It's a challenge, I think, to make this connection. It's very strange for Leo to be so guarded like that, whether it could be you or them, but like I said, they're normally very outgoing, and maybe that's what's gotten them into trouble. They've been too free and open with their heart, and now they're taking more cautious approach. Them or you. Okay. Underneath the deck, we have Libra. Consideration, fairness, and harmony. Yeah. So I get that their last partnership or yours was very unequal in some way. Somebody was giving too much and the other was taking too much, and there was not a reciprocity there. And I think that's what they're valuing at this time, is that equality, especially if they have a lot to give. If they have a lot of wealth and security, they're going to be very mindful of where they place their investments, or you are. So Libra could also be like a prenuptial agreement, lawyers, contracts, So just be aware of that. We have Mercury, think, learn, network, and communication. Yeah, okay, so I did mention this is Mercury of the mind, the air, right? Your connection could be more cerebral at first, but I think that's, that's a great starting point. I mean, because you can get really bored in a relationship quickly if you don't have that mental connection. We have water, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. So I think this is what they're looking for, what you're looking for. Somebody with a lot of empathy, sympathy, understanding to soothe these wounds of the past of theirs. So be patient with them. Cancer, nurture, protect, and comfort. So yeah, they definitely want that security, that emotional stability, and maybe a family with the generational wealth there. House 2, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. Yeah, they could be a Taurus. All right. And Scorpio. Intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. Okay, well, Scorpio is the death card. Here we do have the snake, and that represents also the Kundalini energy, as the snake is here. So Scorpio rules our sexual organs. So again, I think they're being more guarded with that. They may have some more releasing to do in regards to their past relationships. Or maybe you do. There's still a lot of cord cutting that needs to go on. Scorpio being the house of death and endings and sex and transformation. So things that are in the past need to be left in the past. But also in a positive light, Scorpio could be a very deep sexual connection. They probably do have water placements in their chart somewhere that makes them this very deep emotional person. They may hide their emotions a lot with Scorpio there. Still waters run deep. They could suppress it. So if they don't seem like an outgoing person on the surface, there's more going on than meets the eye. But there's a lot of patience that's required, I think, to unlock that level of relationship with this person. So, all right. And Leo, if you're in a current relationship that may have its red flags or issues, this might be you considering leaving, especially if you live with this person. This looks like you might be pulling up anchor and leaving town, or they might, if there's the Libra, like I mentioned, a prenup, could also be a divorce contract. But there's a death and ending. That's the last card I had here. Could be splitting up assets here in the house too. Leaving again the home with Cancer. Mercury, the magician, making it happen. Mercury's a quick mover too, right? So there might be a lot of documents or words that need exchanging. I'm not saying every Leo in a relationship is going to break up, but that could be a scenario for you. Things could be coming to light, and maybe you just don't resonate with this person anymore. But that's what it feels like for most people, is that there's some movement on or some challenge that needs to be overcome or conquered. So if you want to work it out, go for it. It just might be an uphill battle. Okay, now let's go ahead and find your Journey of Love card. Okay, 2 fell out. Let's see what's under the deck. She is the moon, number 21. So with the Cancer being there, you could have been dealing with a Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. And we have the Blood Dance, number 42. And we have the Communal Dance. Interesting. There's 2 dances here. So I know the Communal Dance has to do with if you've been single for a long time, it's time to get up and join the conga line, as it says in one of the phrases here. Like you're missing out on a certain part of life that you could be fulfilling, but maybe if you're living in the past and letting that hurt consume you, you're missing out on a lot. So that's encouraging you to rejoin relationship and get back into it, albeit, of course, responsibly and slowly. But let's find out about what the Blood Dance says. The heart craves life and the blood responds. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action, the movement of cycles, drawing in and letting go, rushing to the center and pushing far away to the extremities. It is the cycle of relationship, dancing between self and other, into oneness and into individuality. So it is with human beings in relationship with each other and with human beings in the divine essence. Sometimes the heart of God feels so close, it's as though our own inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. Then we journey far, bringing our nourishment to where it is needed, and to those who are cold and lonely, to the farthest reaches of our own dark self, that we may, if very brave, dare to love completely. Though we can be lonely for the warmth of the center, then, craving that feeling of being at home, soon enough we are called back to the core of our divine heart, and the cycle continues. Remember that you're always in this dance of life. You are never apart from the divine. It is just that sometimes in our natural flow it is easier to feel that divine presence than other times. Yet you are always the blood connected to the heart. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to the divine source, to all that is. If you are experiencing a phase of feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from another, from the divine, even from your own feelings, spiritual connection, or intuition, be reassured that this is temporary and part of the cycle of life itself. Soon all connection shall return, with even greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again with great love. If you feel you have been journeying in life and fear that you have lost your way, do not trouble yourself, precious soul. You are never far from the divine heart and will always be called home. And I like how, Cancer, the home is right there. And your heart, your emotion of water, it's always there. You can never be cut off from the source of divine love. It's always available to you, no matter how the water has been poisoned in the past. There are fresh wells for you to drink from. And so maybe, some of you might be relocating again with the ship there and the mountains. Move to the mountains or somewhere more rural, more remote, or that's where you could find this individual. So I wish you the best of luck with that. Let's get an archetype card. But let's not forget either, Mercury's here. Mercury rolls the Magician card as well. So the power to change is definitely, whether it's to become single or to become one, you hold the magic wand in your hand to make those changes. Okay. Oh my. Number 33, the mountain. Wow. Okay, Leo. What's up? This card is titled The Ascent, the Peak, the Insurmountable. The mountain stands eternally in our awareness, calling us toward its peak. It stirs up stoic and regal feelings, reminding us of the long line of spirits, sages, sadhus, and gods that made their humble thrones within its snowy peaks. Beware, though, as the mountain can affect us in two ways. It can inspire and enliven us to rise to new heights and peak experience. Yet it can also create isolation, competitiveness, and inflated sense of self. Standing upon its heights can activate the pursuit and the perfectionist in us, creating separation from those we deem to be below. No matter how high you ascend, remember that it is within the core of the mountain that the gems, minerals, and jewels reside. If you think it's all about going up, you're following the fool's path and missing the miner's magic. Okay. Contemplate Joseph Campbell's suggestion, quote, "You are the central mountain, and the central mountain is everywhere." Another thing, because this talks about going within the core of the mountain. If you ever read Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey, a lot of the modern mythology and stories and movies are based on this plot concept that you descend into the underground. This is where we do our shadow work. We retreat into the cave within ourselves and recognize where all those things we don't like or want to acknowledge about ourselves are hidden, and mashed down inside. So again, some of you might be undergoing that journey or encouraged to undergo it with Scorpio being there, some kind of transformation or alchemy with the Mercury needs to take place within this mountain that we've built for ourselves. Like, I also get that feeling, it's lonely at the top. Like there's a lot of success either around you or this person, and they may have isolated themselves because of that, out of fear of exploitation or being emotionally hurt again. Research mountains, find one that strikes you, and stare at it for a while. Where is it? The pilgrim may be awakening in you. The summit calls. So regardless of where you live, maybe a journey to a mountainous region can be good. The Hermit card also depicts the old sage standing at the top of the mountain with a star in his lantern, holding his truth. But you retreat to the mountains for silence and to receive messages because you're up in the air. You're closer to divine source. You can maybe hear things coming out more clearly. So, anyway, let's get some angel cards and wrap this up. This went longer than any other reading, so I'm sorry if it's a bit intense, but I feel like we needed to explore. All right, so blank card number 1. Future is yours to write. Maybe that's why the journals are there. Maybe you guys need to start writing down your thoughts, your intentions, your desires. We have respect. Yeah, respect yourself and others will respect you. We teach others how to treat us, right? Discernment. Yeah, there's that clarity. Getting higher up, getting closer to source. Get above the clouds that have been distorting your thoughts. And then trust came up again. Okay. So again, if you're just meeting this person, there's going to be a lot of trust that needs to be built between you and them, slowly but surely. But it's definitely possible. And once that trust is built, we have the mountain showing up twice. I don't think anything can destroy this connection once it's been established. It will be made on a foundation of trust and discernment and respect. Okay. I wish you the best of luck, Leo. Take care, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.